A veteran of the South African liberation struggle, Treason Trialist, long-serving political prisoner on Robben Island and Pollsmoor maximum prison, African National Congress leader and a member of parliament. Who are we talking about? Ahmed Kathrada. He was born on the 21st of August 1929. Uncle Kathy, as he was known, will always be remembered for his commitment for a better South Africa in which all its citizens enjoy equal treatment.
We all feel so hugely deprived of this man who sacrificed so much, who gave so much. He was in prison for 26 years and he was only free for 27 years. And for this, we see a person's life which was just dedicated to making sure that our people are free, making sure that we have this democracy. And he is one of those who, out of sheer total commitment, selfless commitment, gave his life to the freedom of our people. A man of great integrity, a humble person, a person who was honest to his core, who wanted our freedom to be based on great values, values of great integrity, great honesty, and a person who lived his life by the words that he always articulated. And he always put our people first. And we will always remember Uncle Kathy. He's leaving a great legacy, a legacy that we will try to emulate. Remember him for the great fondness that he had for young people. And it is the young people of our country who must remember Uncle Kathy and try to walk in his footsteps.
My personal contact goes back to 1985 when I was detained in solitary and I was held in Pollsmoor. And he slipped past my cell, said hello to me, asked me to be strong on his way to the hospital, and then the following day sent me a poem. So it's a long relationship that now spans 32 years. But when I speak to many of the people around, his old friends and comrades, that 32-year relationship is short. But I think he treated everybody in quite the same way, with dignity and strength. And he's been a particular pillar of strength. Some of the stories that he's been able to recount through life, just sitting and sharing information, sharing values very importantly, and that I think is a big struggle for us. It's not the political struggle, it's a struggle for values, and I think Uncle Kathy represented that in large doses. And so it's that we'll miss. It's a generation of leadership, of people who took responsibility and struggle not for position, but in order to impact on the lives of others.
In his honor and memory, Comrade Kathy also gave us the South African Communist Party. Sometimes when I'm sitting DP, I say, hey, South Africa must thank the likes of Comrade Kathy for having a Communist Party in this country. That is an ally to the African National Congress. We wish to say that Comrade Kathy was very active in the cooperation between the ANC and the Indian Congresses. Let us remember Comrade Kathy also for qualities that we need in abundance today: being humble, simple, willing to sacrifice, and love for your people and the oppressed people of the world. Let us teach the current and future generations about this giant as part of building a new and a better South Africa.
I met Comrade Kathy many years ago, in the early 50s, and I met him at a party. At a fundraising party for the first time is where I met him. And he couldn't dance. He had two left feet. but he loved dancing. And we remained friends from that time up till now.
We have respected him for his integrity. He is a reflection of what we have been taught as the founding values of the African National Congress: integrity in leadership, humility in leadership, but intellectual depth that made us always want to listen to him, his advice, and the education that he would give us. But also the contribution he has made in the struggle showed his selflessness and his love for the people, his compassion, and how he was able to respect everyone and treat us as though we were some significant individuals from somewhere, when we knew the giant and the stalwart that he was. But he never really carried that with him on his shoulders. It was us who knew, but he would relate with us with that kind of sense of making us feel at ease. And as a result, we learned a lot from him.
So there will be a life-size bronze statue of the anti-apartheid activist Ahmed Kathrada being unveiled today. We've been invited by the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation as well as the National Heritage Project, and we understand that the fellow struggle veteran Sophie Williams-De Bruyn, you saw her in that package, the leader of the 1956 Women's March, as well as Andrew Mlangeni, Kathrada's fellow Treason Trialist, will unveil the statue. We're going to touch base with our reporter there, Natasha Piri, who will be giving us more detail as to this unveiling, so stay tuned for that.